Hello everyone, from Avrame, Ireland. So this is a continuation of the last Thursday of every month to do the webinars to let you know the progress on the builds and anything new that has come up or anything else that we have come across or learned in the meantime. So just to let you know for the progress of the trio outside, so the foundations are in and almost ready to go now. So our builder Tom will hopefully come back tomorrow and start with the joisting there on that. And then for our solo 75 out the back, it is almost finished. Most of the interior is done, the interior cladding. The little stairs for the bed up top is all completed, just the bathroom to finish out there. So that's coming along really well and actually looks a lot more spacious when it's finished than when you stand in it initially, completely unfinished as a bare shell. So yeah, it will be very interesting now to see when we do finish the trio as well. It will really give us a great idea of how spacious they are. Tonight we kind of chose to look at the classic range. The reason we want to look at the classic range is that the A-frame may not be as easy to get planning permission in certain parts of Ireland. No, there is positive reaction from some of the county councils around Ireland, but some may be a bit more difficult for the A-frame. So with that, we have the classic range available. So why would you choose a classic frame from Avrame? Avrame's classic series is a proven range, fully engineered kit, homes built around staggered stud walls. This would give superior thermal and acoustic performance. It's an engineered pre-cut kit that comes, all the components come together, so you have most of the materials there on site. Cuts out a lot of travel and a lot of costs, going to builders, providers, etc., and stuff like that. There's a really good thermal and acoustic performance, and it also matches the Irish look for the Irish planning laws and stuff like that. So definitely probably a lot easier to get across the line as regards planning. They're also very customizable, particularly inside and outside. I mean, the finish that you can put on the outside is also customizable, as in you have, you know, the timber cladding, composite cladding, cement board. There's many finishes you can put on the outside as well. So that is something that we are also looking into at the minute. We want to start with the G49 range. G49 is about 40 square meters, just under 40 square meters, which is about maybe 400 square foot. Generally consisting of a main living dining area, kitchen living dining area, maybe a hallway, bathroom, one small bedroom and one larger bedroom. So you can see there, including delivery, roughly around 42,500 euros. Now, this may seem a little bit more expensive than what's available out there on the market at the minute, particularly with the large interest since the government changed the rules there on something less than 45 square meters being built out the back, just to help with the housing crisis in Ireland. But this is an actual proper built home with structural C24 timber, you know, with brands, strong brands from Ireland that would be known in Ireland, like the felt and the vapor barrier. The Velux is also a very strong brand, but the Tyvek, my apologies, I forgot the brand. So Tyvek would be a very strong brand here in Ireland as well, known for its quality. The timber, as I said, is C24 structurally graded timber. There is quite a few builders who still use that timber a lot and use it as imported timber from other countries as well. So it's just the quality that these are built with. It's not just a bed in a shed. It's an actual home that you live in, and It's also the thermal performance of these homes just offers great value. So it's just a 3D video of what it typically can look like. So little bit of a deck area outside there on this one as you move through to the front door. And that's entry into your kitchen, dining, living area. Move through the back then, through the hallway. In a minute, where you would have the bathroom, the main bathroom, and then you have the small bedroom and the larger bedroom. That's the single bedroom there. And that's the larger bedroom. So it's typically what you could get for your under 45 square meters out the back. So yeah, so then moving on to the classic G70. This is about 750, 800 square foot, probably around 70, 71 square meters. Again, total ex VAT on this, including the delivery, which would be 2 containers, is about 64,000 euro. Again, but this can be made to look like a really classic Irish home. And again, like, there's no point in repeating the quality of the products that's used and the engineering that goes into it in the factory in Estonia. But again, it's very customizable as to what way you want to design it. And again, with the guys over in Estonia, they are very easy to work with if you want to change stuff and see what will work and what won't work. So that's never an issue. So don't be afraid to ask about, well, can I do this, or can I move this here, or could I do this? Everything is an option until it isn't. So please, if you have any questions, get in contact with us and we can go through it with you. But yeah, we'll just throw on the video tour there of this one. And again, just to run through what it looks like there. So again, it is customizable to what design you would like. So definitely get in contact with us, and we can have a look and see what we can come up plans wise. And then you move up to the next level. It's about 1,100 square foot, roughly about 100 square meters or just over it. This will be a 3-bed. So yeah, again, the price there for material delivered ex VAT, you're looking at probably around 94,000, but with a really spacious, well-built house. With the majority of the material there, it's very, very affordable. So again, we'll just go through the video tour here. There's no point. It's the same material that is used predominantly throughout. So it's just that high quality, top quality material. Windows and doors. Again, you have options. You don't have to get the doors if you want. You can source your own doors. We can leave those out of the out of the build. Again, it's completely up to yourself. But again, it's about just asking the question, get in contact with us. I can look really, really well there. It's just there is a lot you can do where I'm working on people, like, you know, a lot of the houses in the recent past have been like really, really large houses. And I built a relatively large house myself, but again, like, you know, you realize when you get a bit older that you know, the kids only stay in the house a certain amount of time, and that you don't need this like really, really large house to live in. But yeah, I mean, especially with the price of materials and the price of labor in Ireland currently, I mean, there's really no need to have a really large mortgage to, to have a really nice spacious house. So I think these are all very viable options. But anyway, moving on to the G105, this is again in similar size. It's about 1,100 square feet, just shy of it. Again, just under 100 square meters. Also three bedroom, with just a slightly different design. And yeah, we'll go through the video there just to see what can be done with them. But yeah, all materials are interchangeable. You can decide to source them yourself in Ireland. Some of them, you can just go structural and go your own route on that. Again, you are not forced to go with the full package. Again, it's all designed and engineered to the spec that you want. As regards the interior side of it. So yeah, it's just a great option. And then finally we have the classic G118 model. So again, this is like a classic two-story. This is also, I really like the idea of this one, because if you have a family, 2 or 3 or 4 children, and you want a bit of space, you can have this with this. But then as time moves on, if your children move out and stuff and you want to change it into 2 apartments, it's very easily done and customizable. And if you keep that in mind with the start of the build, it's very easy to do that down the line again. So that's why I really like this option. So yeah, again, go through with the tour. Sean is doing great work on these tours. Again, we're looking at an option where possibly we're exploring that there may be no deck outside and maybe a full complete build, but that's something that we're just looking into at the minute. But yeah, it certainly is a possibility. But this is a really large, spacious house. 2-story, 5 bedrooms if you want. Looking at 122,000 ex-VAT for delivery material. Again, it's a really affordable option. It's not cheap, but it is really affordable. It can't be cheap because the quality of materials that are being used are to such a high spec. So yeah, I just think it's definitely an option that should be explored or should be looked at. Again, the guys with planning, we can go through it, for a small extra fee. There's the option to look at different options with them and try and design something, maybe a little bit more that you would want internally. But yeah, it's definitely an option. So like I mentioned before, every classic kit has the option to be interchangeable inside, and is a really good option for anyone looking to build an affordable home in Ireland in a time that is really expensive for both material and labor. So yeah, follow us online, and hopefully next month we'll be on again, and we can maybe take you outside and show you a bit of the progress outside, and maybe the solo will be fully finished inside, hopefully, and we can maybe give you a tour of that or something like that. Okay, thank you very much, guys.